Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. If you clicked on this expecting me to be screaming off the top of my lungs and ranting, no, I'm not a freaking nerd. I mean, maybe 2 years ago I'd be doing that. But I'm an adult now. I have responsibilities. But Upamecano is trash! This guy, man! Dog! Are you playing Champions League football or twerk football? Bro! You turned into Nicki Minaj and Anaconda. What is this nonsense? Did you see that goal from Haaland? Haaland just touched the ball and my man slipped. Slipped. You're not Steven Gerrard. You're a little bit too melanated for that. Dude, why? What? Oh, gosh. This stings because I went into this thinking, well, I know we're not going to qualify because in order for us to qualify, we have to score at least 3 goals, right? Equalize and then score one more. I said I didn't trust this team to score if we're incapable of scoring. It's like a girl asking you out and you still fumbled the bag. We cannot score. I knew we couldn't score, so what I wanted was to win. Just win the game, 2-1, win. And we came in here, we're coming out of this thinking, man, we got away with one there, right? City could have won that. Bro, Man City deserved the win in every capacity. The first leg, you can say, oh, we tried a lot, but we conceded 3. You don't try when you concede 3. Your whole team has to be in sync. We were not in sync versus Man City in the first leg, and we were out of connection. No Wi-Fi in that stadium because no one was connected. This team, like someone said in the chat, has no personality. Like a 10 out of 10 blonde. What are your hobbies? I just sit down and watch murder documentaries on Netflix. Boring hoe. We're boring. We play the same. I don't even know what the difference is between Tuchel and Nagelsmann. Like, I know Nagelsmann we would not have lost 4-1 under Nagelsmann. Now, people are saying, how do you know that? Because we beat PSG with Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. We actually went to PSG Stadium and handled business. And then we came to our stadium, and we were more defensively capable. I think Upamecano is reliant on the opinion of the people that are important in his life. So his manager, his family. My man's dad died, and his whole ability left him last season. Fair enough. Was it his dad or sister? I don't know. Someone died. And now we sack a coach that developed them 3 weeks, and he's the biggest reason we probably concede the most amount of goals. Out of the 4 goals we conceded, I feel like Upa's responsible for half. I don't even know if he made other mistakes that led to other goals, but I know he's responsible for 2. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Bro, look, it's Man City, so it stings less. But, guys, we lost to Freiburg. And everyone's like, oh, the penalty, that could have happened. No, it doesn't. Dude, football is about building your luck. I'm going to tell you this, and it's going to surprise you. But Man City need luck as well. They do. But you build your luck through training and building competence. That's how you build your luck. But we didn't build our luck today. City built their luck. I remember this one moment where I clapped for City's defense because I've played at center back. I know how isolating it can feel when you're defending certain scenarios. But there was a moment where Musiala made a run into the box. I thought, it's dead. But Jamal made a very good pass to Choupo-Moting, a good cutback. Ederson was out of position. And, in the twinkling of an eye, bro, like that Bible verse, right? Like a thief in the night. 4 City defenders came out of nowhere, and they were all on the line. Choupo couldn't score. I think he attempted to do something, and then the ball bounced off, went to Coman. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe Kingsley has a little bit more time. No! 4 more Negroes, Man City Negro. Bro, 4 more dudes popped out of nowhere. When did they get pace? Bro, I was like, nah, how could we not like make something happen there? Nah, City, fair play, because they cooked us. They cooked us. 4-1 is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And you know who I blame? Look, I don't blame Tuchel because we all knew, like, universally, unless you really rated Tuchel, that he is not some Pep Guardiola level manager. Pep is in a league of his own. Ancelotti and Pep and Jupp Heynckes, these are managers that transcend eras, you know? I think Pep is just a different animal. We had Pep here at Bayern. I wasn't satisfied with his time. I wish Pep did some of the things he did for City today with us. We would go to Atletico Madrid and gegenpress and get countered. Like the counterattack. But this City, bro, 5 defenders, 5 center backs, it's crazy. Bro, they were pressurizing us. We couldn't breathe like George Floyd. Is it early enough to start making jokes? Bro, come on, man. It's been 3 years since he died. Come on, man. Come on. We can start making jokes now. No, seriously. Like, if Pep did that at Bayern, then maybe we would have won some Champions Leagues because he had a great team and he underperformed with his overthinking. And crazy enough, he didn't overthink. Bro just went with the exact same lineup, played the team the exact same way they'd been playing, and the players found a way to make it work. That's how Pep should have been doing it. But every other year, City and Bayern, he would just overthink. Like, freaking Thiago's playing left wing back. Pep was weird, man. Pep was weird here at Bayern. Look, congratulations to City. I give smoke, but a lot of the City fans on this channel have been respectful. I don't think I had any smoke with them. You know, you don't see me. Like, if we were playing Arsenal, like, it'd be a different level of smoke. But I don't really care for City. Like, I'm not saying that in a disrespectful manner, but I don't really know any City fans. I know Chelsea fans. I know Arsenal. I know a lot of Arsenal fans in America, right? I know Bayern fans around me. I have a Bayern. Oh, my gosh, he's watching. He goes to my gym. That's how disappointing this is. I'm going to have to go and talk about this with people in real life. It used to be that I was lonely as a Bayern fan. That's why this channel exists. Now everyone's going to talk to me about Bayern. I'm going to have text messages soon. Bro, it's depressing. It's depressing. And guess what? The board is to blame. So like I was saying, Tuchel is a good coach. He can clearly get something out of players, but the man couldn't win a Champions League with Neymar, Mbappe. Did he have Messi? I don't think he had Messi. Our last 4 goals were scored by Upamecano, De Ligt, Pavard, and Kimmich. Bayern have failed to reach the UCL semifinals 3 seasons in a row for the first time since 2006 to 2009. Do you guys have do you realize what this means? We are declining. We're turning into 3 seasons in a row is bad. Considering when Hansi Flick was here. And by the way, now people might appreciate what Flick did in 2021, right? The man wins the Champions League and the board doesn't give him players. They don't back him in any way. In fact, they signed Bonassar and Choupo-Moting. You know, and then we lost Alaba and Thiago to add pain to the wounds, to add salt to the wounds. We lost big players and signed Mark Roca, Choupo-Moting, and Bonassar. And then we expected Flick to do something magnificent. And honestly, he was close to doing it. Remember Bayern versus PSG in 2021 after we had lost on April 7th. You got to understand this. On April 7th, 2020, hold on. Yeah, April 7th, 2021, Mbappe scored in the 3rd minute. Marquinhos scored in the 28th minute. We were down 2-0. We didn't have Lewandowski because he was injured. I remember this. We had a very limited team. And guess what? Flick changed something, motivated the players to do something. and Choupo scored, and we pushed. Choupo scored a goal, and then Thomas Muller scored. It was 2-2, and then Mbappe scored in the 68th minute to make it 3-2. Now, we went to PSG Stadium with the pressure of PSG are winning. It's their stadium, and we didn't have Lewandowski still. Goretzka was injured, so we had less players. We had to play Alaba in midfield. We still had Boateng at this club. And guess what? We won the game 1-0 with a Choupo-Moting goal. And the only thing that stopped us was the away goals rule. And then that was the kind of game everyone was like, oh, flick out, flick out. Now you understand what Hansi Flick gave us. This aggressive play style. Just playing amazing, like beautiful football, even regardless of the players. My man was still bringing on Javi Martinez, and Jamal Musiala wasn't like the player he is now. Coman wasn't at the level he is. He was still wearing the number 29 because we didn't trust him that much. Sané wasn't cooking the way he is now, or sort of is now. What am I trying to say here? Hansi Flick, with probably less, gave us a fighting chance. And that's why we should appreciate Flick more. We should also appreciate Nagelsmann, because in the first leg against PSG, he went away, and instead of just thinking, oh, let's try to get a draw, we attempted to win pragmatically, the way you win cups, winning pragmatically. And we won 1-0, even with Mbappe coming on. We had some problems. See, remember, people were like, whoa, Mbappe coming on gave Bayern problems. They're going to beat Bayern away. It's going to be... And then we handled business. And then they sacked Nagelsmann because of a loss to Leverkusen. I blame Xabi Alonso. I blame him because he's the reason all of these things happen. Think about it. And now you take a key piece out of your season, your manager, to bring on another. Why did we bring on Tuchel? We could have... Okay, I would not have cared about sacking Nagelsmann if he got knocked out of the Champions League and the Pokal again. I wouldn't have minded. I would be like, yeah, great decision. And then you could have brought in Tuchel. But you know why they brought in Tuchel so close? Well, one, because the board anticipated that Tuchel, he schooled Pep 3 times. No one schools Pep Guardiola. Pep schools himself because he's a freaking overthinker. I don't believe Tuchel made his team play this amazing, crazy football and beat City. No, Pep's just a crackhead. He made the wrong decisions, and that's why City lost against Chelsea 3 times in one season. That's it. But guess what? Pep still won a bunch of trophies. Tuchel won a Champions League, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're an elite level coach. There are a lot of managers that have won a champion. You think Zidane could coach City the same way Pep does? Think City would play? No. Like, you would think Zidane would always be at Real Madrid, but because there are managers that are suited for cup games, and I think Tuchel may be one of them. I don't know. I'm just saying he's not going to last. You guys want to bet? February 2024. Before that, I think he gets sacked or probably resigns. I don't know. I just don't see him being this long-lasting. We gave him an 18-year contract. We don't believe in Tuchel as much as people think we do. Now, let me get to the real issues in this game. I mean, we had plenty of issues, right? And you can say Tuchel did this, but it's the board's fault. Ultimately, the board brought him in. Like Goretzka, we didn't have a replacement for him. Upamecano, Lucas Hernandez was injured. We could have had someone else. Oh, my gosh. Benfica really pushed Inter. Well, must be nice for Inter fans to be in a semifinal. It's funny because Inter was second in our group, and we cooked them twice, and they're going to the semis, and we're not. And everyone might be, well, they got easier opponents. I think we would have struggled against Benfica today, G. Like, we struggled against every team so far with Tuchel. We would be struggling with everyone equally. So the board, I blame the board. The squad planning was terrible. And by terrible, I mean, okay, you lose an important player like Lewandowski. You don't bring a replacement. You bring on this Washmane. I was saying Mane was washed when we signed, around the time we signed him. I said if I could sign a winger, he wouldn't even be in my top 5. We signed him, and I knew that because I actually watched Liverpool, man, and I saw Mane just declining. I was like, ew. No wonder Salah doesn't want to pass to you. Guardiola kissing up on Sané after the game. I don't think Sané left City on bad terms. He just left because that's what happens sometimes. XG, we created 3.49 XG, scored 1 goal. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm being harsh on Tuchel. I mean, today I criticize him because of the substitutions, but I don't criticize him because look, I feel bad for Tuchel. You know, at the end there, he's sitting there angry, pissed off. Wait. Oh, so if we play next season, right? Does that mean Tuchel's going to be in the stands? Like for a game, like because he got a red card. So, you know, now I realize I'd rather lose in the group stages, take out the losses, because when you finally lose, it's going to be later in the competition. And it feels terrible. By the way, that Kimmich penalty was good. Matisse Tell scored a goal. Matisse Tell, man. Yeah, man. He scored a banger. Tap in, though. You know what I mean. Lam should replace Brazo. I don't think you know. Lam's a world-class footballer, but, you know, he might not be a great businessman. He might not have insane negotiation skills. To be a director of football, you need a good negotiation ability, bargaining ability. So, does Philipp Lahm have that? We don't know yet. That's why we have to find out. By the way, hit the like button if you haven't. It is sad, but I'm not sitting here going crazy because I knew we were going to get knocked out. I know it sounds crazy, but I didn't believe in my team to score 4 goals against Man City. But I wanted us to win, and it stings because we drew. We drew the game. So what do we actually need? Well, one, I'd say a striker. I don't want Osimhen. I want Harry Kane. I've decided I don't want Osimhen. Osimhen's not as involved in the game as I'd like him to be. Kane is. If we're going to sign Mane and give him crazy wages, Kane, we can sign him, do the same thing. Sell Mane, bring in Kane. That immediately takes pressure off of Mulla, Musiala, Sané, everyone else that's trying to score. It takes pressure off of him because Kane is going to give you 20-plus goals. And then all the other players can save their goal scoring for different games. So that's the first thing. Get Kane. Or, I don't know, is Gonçalo Ramos good? Like, bro, I don't want Osimhen. He is not the striker profile we need. He's the kind of player you buy and then go, yeah, he will run the channels, but I want to know about his link-up play. Is he able to take the ball under pressure with 2 center backs, turn, and potentially make a pass? Like, in the air, is he good? I see Kane, and I see him doing those things. So I would not hate Harry Kane. And we've been linked to him forever. So if we can bring in Kane, I'd be fine with that. Midfield, we need a CDM. Whether it's Vinicius Sosar or Florentino Luis, Real Madrid have been so successful in this competition because of the midfield balance they always had. And teams that start failing in this competition typically don't have a CDM. And teams that succeed do. Look at City. City are playing this way because they have 2 CDMs with Stones and Rodri. Oh, Like Rodri could do it by himself, but they have two of them. We need a CDM, and some people are saying Upamecano. Hell no, boy. This man's losing his head with no one around him. You think when he has 3 players around him under pressure, he ain't going to be making cracker decisions? Upa's young. For a center back, he's still young, which is why we shouldn't sell him. And he's given us some good performances. So let's wait on Upa. There's going to be a season where he's flawless. The Bazo gene leaves him. It just sucks that the Bazo gene returned only now. So, keep Upamecano, keep that unit with him and Delit. Look, it happens. We got knocked out, but now we have to ensure that we are in the Champions League final next season. That's the only way to get out of this. We have to get into a rebuild. We need a midfield balance. Sell Goretzka. Well, how many seasons are we going to go, oh, does Goretzka work? How many seasons do we have to ask that? It's been 3 seasons of that pivot, and it hasn't worked. And also, please tell me, was Mazraoui on the bench? Nah, boy, tell me, was Mazraoui on the bench? He was, and he didn't play. Freaking Stanisic came on before him and got a yellow card. Mazraoui, what happened to Noose? This guy was cooking at a great point in our season, and now he doesn't even get a minute to play. He's like a Cancelo at right back, maybe with less attacking, but better like overall. Bro, what is this? Mazraoui was one of the big reasons we turned it around against Barcelona when they were pressuring us. And he played well at the World Cup. Why is he suddenly out of favor just because of an injury and a heart problem, which he recovered from? And we're still playing Stanisic ahead of him. I don't get it. That's a Tuchel decision. Gravenberch, why didn't he come on for Goretzka? Are we appreciating this midness of Goretzka? Bro was making flicks to no one. I'm in Ethan pain from the sidemen. I'm in pain. Unai Hoeneß was asked if he was satisfied with Bayern's performance, and he said, yes, no, I'm not satisfied. What, are we dropping our levels? Dude, we should not be behind Man City, because everyone has this impression that City spends a stupendous amount of money, which they do, but they don't spend it like in one window or on one player. Haaland didn't, bro, their wage structure is just like ours. We pay players almost like De Bruyne makes what, 25 million? Muller makes what, 22 million? What's the damn difference? Everyone's acting like City's making this, just signing these insane players every second, every day. If you look at the way City do things, their transfers, their consistency, they loaned Cancelo to us, sold Jesus, and brought in a cheaper version that's probably a better striker than Alvarez, sold Sterling, and now Grealish took over and started being that main guy. Like, do you get it? City just do smarter business. Calvin Phillips is a flop, though. I'm not going to lie, because the guy barely plays. But really, they actually gained. Of course, at some point, City spent more money than they made, but their expenditures, their income outweighs their expenditures. They're making money. They made money. And we're sitting here thinking we should be super behind City because they have oil money. Of course they have oil money. But we also have money that's just not oil. And they were able to outmaneuver us in midfield, in defense, and in the attack. Here's what we need to do. Bring in Kvaratskhelia. Don't go get a young winger from Ligue 1 that no one. Bring in Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Bring that guy in. 22 years old, great at ball retention, gives you that Ribery sort of. Bro, we had such a good combo back in the day. Bring in Kvaratskhelia, spend 200 million. I don't care. We can do it. We can obviously sell players up to 150 million. We can have a negative net spend of 50 million. I don't care. We're a profitable club. We don't have any debt. We have the ability to activate a very decent war chest. Go negotiate a strong deal with Napoli. Get Kvaratskhelia instead of Osimhen. Get Kane. I don't care if he's older. At least he gives us something. I don't know. Because I don't want a young, and then you can get Vitz in 2024 and 2025. But this summer, we have to build a team. You know what? Even if Tuchel lasts 18 months here, give him every player he wants. But, of course, if they fit our philosophy. Because I'm tired of seeing Coman do the same thing every season where he just, everyone thinks, oh, it's just his teammates not attacking his crosses. Bull crap. No. It's just when he makes crosses, he doesn't have his head up. When De Bruyne makes a pass, he has an idea of what he's trying to see from his teammate. So he has an idea of where he's trying to put the ball. So he has to see it from his teammate's perspective as well as from his. That's called vision. It's called vision. When Kimmich makes a pass, which, by the way, Kimmich's passing has been annoying me. There was moments there where he could have switched play with his left foot and he didn't. That's lack of confidence. But guess what? When Kimmich makes passes, the weight is normal. You can see what he's trying to get his teammate to be or to do, and like that's vision. That's called vision. Coman doesn't have vision. That's why he'll get to the byline and just smack it into any area, and everyone's like, "Why didn't Chupo attack that?" Because no one could attack it. City's defenders were like, where'd that ball go? Even Coman's teammates don't know where he's going. That's lack of football intelligence. He doesn't have it. He'll never have football IQ greater than he plays like a 17-year-old, Kingsley Coman. But he gives you some nice moments, so I wouldn't sell him. I'm just saying we have to stop overrating him and acting like he's world class. He's not. He's never been world class. He can be good, but we're acting like this man is on. Look how Bernardo Silva plays. That's world class. Like that is a world class footballer. Like the dude just made us have all kinds of problems. Look how Musiala plays. If Jamal can keep adding more to his game today, his passing was amazing. His dribbling was questionable, but that's fine because City had 5 center backs. I don't care about dribbling. His passing, when it needed to be, was phenomenal. Musiala should hold his head high. And maybe this is a good result for us because it builds character and it demands the board to do more. Boys and girls, I am actually lagging, and my brain's lagging because I'm on 5 hours of sleep. So I'm going to go take a nap after this because I have other things to do in my life other than try to cry about Bayern results. We have to get back to what made us great, having great players. We are lacking in world class in a lot of positions. We need world class. Do you guys know who our world class footballers are now? Like, okay, he's Kimmich, okay, but he's limited by Goretzka. So is he really having world class performances? You know who's having world class performances where he should be playing like Kimmich or Kimmich should be playing like him? Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, freaking Casemiro, man. That's the kind of baller we need. He was worth 80 million. But you know what Kroos did? Kroos would sit there and be that deep line playmaker, while Modric is the link between the midfield and the attack and capable of dropping deep and collecting the ball. But he didn't need to because Kroos would do it efficiently, build the game efficiently. His passing was immaculate. That's what Kimmich should be. Kimmich should be like Toni Kroos if we have a CDM. Imagine if we have I think Goretzka would be even better with a midfield three. We have to have the ability to switch to a midfield three. This double pivot, unless you have you have Thiago Alcantara, it will never work. And I say Thiago because Thiago is a central defense. This man was like a break play destructive midfielder, like doing what Conte does, but with more sauce. And then he had the engine, but just not the body because he was always injured. But the reason we won that 2020 Champions League and performed the way we did was Thiago was at the height of his game. So if we don't have someone like that, we can't play a double pivot. But neither Kimmich nor Goretzka are break play kind of midfielders. Kimmich can easily be dribbled past. He's not hard, but you going to dribble past Casemiro? Well, first of all, if you think about dribbling past him, he's going to bust you up, man. That's how we got it. Bro, Casemiro will grab you and punch you in the face and then hold his hand because you injured his hand from punching you in the face. He'll kick you in the nuts and then start holding his nuts because, I don't know, he felt... we need that kind of not like BS, like freaking scumbaggery in our midfield. You don't need to be good on the ball. You just have Kimmich and Florian Wirtz right there. Like, bro, you could have Wirtz could be your ball carrier, Kimmich your controller, and then a CDM that gives them license. We have no license for Kimmich because he has to babysit Goretzka, this grown man. Dog, you're getting ice cream in midfield. You're almost 30, G. So, yeah, we need a CDM. In defense, I don't really think we need to just renew Alphonso Davies, get Lucas Hernandez back. Right back, honestly, if Pavard doesn't want to play at right back, he's not good enough to play there. If we're never going to play a back three, sell Pavard. Just sell him. Like, let the guy go. You know, he gets criticized. I criticize him. But are we just going to keep doing this, like acting like he'll ever be a capable right back? We have never done anything in the competition that's the Champions League with Pavard at right back or Kimmich or Goretzka in midfield. We haven't. We used to be in semifinals every year, beating tough teams, like really good teams. Back when Atletico Madrid was cold, we would only be losing to Real Madrid because they were impossible to beat. That was our level, to beat Real Madrid or Atletico or don't beat them. Like, we were that team. So, yeah. I can't say it's just Upamecano's fault. I mean, who scored today? Kimmich, right? No, so still no attacker of ours has scored against City. I think Real Madrid are going to cause City problems. I think Madrid this competition is theirs, man. They about to win their 16th. Is it their 17th? Bro, I'm not counting no more. We're 10 years behind Real Madrid, man. We used to be European royalty. We've been dumped out 3 times in the before the quarter. I mean, we got kicked out in the round of 16. Bro, think about it. If Hansi Flick wasn't here, I want Nagelsmann back. He was a misunderstood genius. Nagelsmann lost 3 games all season with Bayern, only to be replaced by Tuchel, who goes on to lose 3 of his first 6 games. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. We dominated City. I'm proud of the team and Tuchel. I don't know what your definition of dominated is. But, I mean, I'd say we had moments where we showed we could do something, but we lacked we lacked a killing instinct. I mean, Haaland my man missed a penalty and ended up scoring. We lacked the killer instinct, and I don't know. It's annoying, man. But look, what can we do? All we can do is just hope the board does the right thing or get sacked, and then the new board does the right thing. But no, keep in mind, we will be petty. Those members will not vote for the same hierarchy that's screwing us over. I think we keep Sebastian Hainer because we're selling kits, and his Adidas connections might be good from a business perspective. But we signed a lot of bums. We wasted money on Mane. Since Tuchel took over, this is from Tasto, Bayern only scored 8 goals from 12.93 xG, so we're not scoring, but conceded 9 goals from 7.2 GA. Different manager, similar problems. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but thank you everyone so much for watching. Send me a hand. Peace. My UCL final prediction. I think Madrid are just too much, man. If City could have conceded some big chances, if we could score, I mean, I don't like to look at GA, but in this instance, I should look at it because it's critical. If we could have scored some of the chances, then it's a different game. So I think Madrid are the kind of club to, really, they don't even care if they're in your stadium; they'll cook you. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia and peace. Someone said Real now. Well, I want Madrid to win. I don't want oil money winning the Champions League. Come on, G.